Hello students, how are you? Welcome to your science class. We start new chapter, that is chapter 7, conservation of plants and animals, right? Conservation means to save plants and animals. Students, nowadays we are facing a lots of problem due to deforestation. What mean of deforestation? Deforestation is the process of cutting down trees and clearing the forest, right? Why people are cutting down the trees? To fulfill their purpose for the forest area. Deforestation may occur due to natural causes such as forest fires and drought. They may cause by men also. Human activity also causes deforestation, right? Here are some reasons for the deforestation occurs, right? Why human interfere in this process of deforestation for agriculture purpose, urbanization and forest products, right? For the agriculture, human required a large tract of land. So what they are do? They clear the forest in a large area in order to procure the land for agriculture. Urbanization means nowadays people require more place residential area in cities to establish factories and industries. So they cleared the forest for that purpose. It is known as the urbanization. Third is the forest products, right? We know that trees are very useful to us in a various way. The product of the trees are very useful to us. So they cut down the forest for the product of the trees like wood for timber, fuel, furniture and other forest products. These are the causes occurrence of the deforestation, right? Students, humans are interferes in that forest activities, cutting down the forest, deforestation, right? It is very harmful to us. How that deforestation occurs on the environment, right? First of all, due to the deforestation, it increase the temperature and increase the temperature, and that decrease the groundwater level. Deforestation activity increase the carbon dioxide level, right? We know that carbon dioxide is most important for the plants. Plants prepare their food using the carbon dioxide from the environment. In the absence of the forest, the carbon dioxide level of the temperature increases. If the carbon dioxide level is increased, that leads the global warming. Since carbon dioxide traps the sun's rays within the atmosphere and prevents it from escaping, this causes a steep rise in a temperature, which may disturb the water cycle, reducing the amount of rainfall and causing drought. What is global warming? Due to the human activities, they continuously cutting down the trees. Due to that, the carbon dioxide level is increased in the atmosphere. So the earth has the capacity to escape the heat from the sun rays from the environment. Increasing the carbon dioxide level, the capacity to escaping the heat from the sun rays from the environment is going to down, and due to that the temperature on the earth is continuously increasing, so it disturbs the water cycle, reducing the amount of rainfall and causing the drought. Due to the deforestation, we know that roots of the plants hold the soil together. Due to that, we conserve the soil, right? Due to the deforestation, desertification occurs. Desertification means the topsoil of the soil is converted into the desert. We know that roots of the plants hold the soil together. Therefore, loss of the vegetative cover leaves soil barren and prone to erosion by wind or water. During erosion, the topsoil, which is rich in nutrients and humus, gets blown or washed away. Hence, fertility of the soil is reduced, leaving behind rocky and infertile soil. Since no plants can grow on barren soil, this becomes a desert. This phenomenon, conversion of a vegetative land into a desert, is called desertification, right? Due to the deforestation, the topsoil is washed away, and the nutrients and humus present into the topsoils also washed away, so the fertile land is converted into the barren. In these kinds of land, there is no chance to for vegetation, right? So this vegetative land is converted into the desert, is known as the desertification. Deforestation can also cause the loss of water, right? We know that the roots of the plants have the capacity to hold the soil, right? And this directly affects the infiltration rate of water. Infiltration rate of water means how much of the water goes down into the ground, means during the rain how much water is converted into the ground water. These are depends on the presence of the plants or trees. Since water can no longer be absorbed by the topsoil properly, and this causes the floods, right? So what are the causes of deforestation? The first is the temperature is increased, that increase the carbon dioxide level. Due to that, global warmings occurs, and the vegetative lands convert into the desertification, and loss of the water, right? So it causes the flood. So these are the causes of the deforestation, right? Now we come to the our point, that is the conservation of plants and animals. So before that, we must know what is biosphere and what is biodiversity. Biosphere is the regions of the earth which supports life, or where living organisms exist or live, right? Biosphere is the area on the earth where living organisms exist. Biodiversity means it refers to the varieties of living organisms that exist on the earth, along with their relationship and interrelationship with the environment, right? Nowadays, due to the deforestation, this biodiversity is in a critical situation, right? So the government lays down the rules and regulation in order to protect and conserve the forests and wildlife. Several protected areas such as wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, biosphere reserves, etc. have been set up to conserve wildlife in their natural habitats. Human activities such as plantation, cultivation and grazing, felling trees, hunting and poaching are prohibited here. Poaching means killing the animals, right? So these are the human activities which affect the biodiversity that are prohibited, right? Now we discuss one by one. Sanctuary. What is sanctuary? It is a restricted area where animals are protected against any disturbance to them or their habitat. Each and every animals and plants, they are habitual for their habitat. In their habitat, they can grow and survive easily. So, sanctuary is a restricted area where animals are protected against any disturbance to them or their habitat. National parks are the restricted areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitats and natural resources. Biosphere reserves are large areas of protected land for conservation of plants and animal resources and traditional life of the tribals living in the area. So tribals is a kinds of community which are lives in that forest areas and protect the forest. Biosphere reserves is a restricted areas that meant for the conservation of biodiversity occurring in that area. They have to maintain the biodiversity and culture of that area. A biosphere reserves may also contain other restricted areas such as sanctuaries and national parks within it. Example, the Panchmarhi Biosphere Reserve contains the Satpura National Park and two wildlife sanctuaries that are Bori and Panchmarat within it. right? That means biosphere reserves is a large areas, right? It includes the sanctuaries and national park in it, right? Flora and fauna are that plants found in the particular areas are collectively termed as flora, and the animals found in a particular areas known as the fauna, right? For example, sal, teak, mango, jamun, silvers, firms, arjun are the examples of Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Chikra, blue bull, barking deer, cheetal, leopard, wild dog, wolf, etc. are found in the Panchmari Biosphere Reserves that are fauna. Species means the same kinds of groups of animals, right? Endemic species, that means they are live in a particular area, right, in their habitat. Certain plants and animal species are known to occur naturally in a particular area. They are not naturally found elsewhere, such as species that are exclusively to particular regions are called endemic species. For example, the wild mango tree and the giant squirrel are some examples of endemic species of Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Endemic species may also face the threat to their existence in the following ways: desertification of their natural habitat, introduction of new species, and increasing population. Right? Students, what mean of the endemic species? Certain plants and animals we are found in a particular area, right? They are not found elsewhere, right? Nowadays endemic species are also in a critical situation for their existence. How? Because of desertification, introduction of new species, and increasing population. Due to the desertification, they lost their natural habitat, so their existence are in a critical situation. Introduction of new species means there have to be a problem to survive with them, and increasing population is also affect their existence. Now next is a wildlife sanctuary. This is a restricted area that provides protections and suitable living conditions to wild animals in their natural habitats. Killing or capturing animals inside wildlife sanctuary is strictly prohibited. Wildlife sanctuaries in India provide protection to threatened wild animals such as black buck, white-eyed buck, elephant, golden cat, pink-headed duck, ghirral, Mars crocodile, python, and rhinoceros. National Park. This is along with sanctuary is a restricted area that aims to preserve wildlife in their natural habitat. As such, complete sets of ecosystems including flora, fauna, landscape, and historical objects can be preserved within national parks. An ecosystem is an area that comprises all the plants and animals and microorganisms living in the area along with the non-living components such as climate, soil, temperature, river delta, etc. We know that the Project Tiger, right? Project Tiger was a conservation program launched by the government with the sole objectives of ensuring the survival and maintenance of the tiger population in the country. Several sites identified as a natural habitat of tigers were identified over India and were set up the tiger reserves. Species of the plants and animals that face a very high risk of existence in the wild are known as the endangered species. That the tiger is endangered species of animals, right? In this chapter we discuss two kinds of species: endemic species and endangered species. Endemic species are kinds of species that are found in a particular natural habitat, and endangered species are the kinds of species they are in the high risk situation, right? Rare data book is a book or document that has the information related to endangered species of plants and animals and all the existence of the biodiversity. Migrations. Students, you are aware about this world. When the climatic conditions become too cold, birds fly to faraway places looking for more favorable living conditions, right? These seasonal movements of the birds to far off places due to the climatic changes called the migration. Birds that migrate long distances are called the migratory birds, right? What we have to do to conserve the biodiversity, we have to first recycling of paper. Why? Trees are felled on the large scale in order to make a paper. It takes 17 full grown trees to make 1 ton of paper. Therefore, we must recycle paper to prevent further felling of trees. Used paper can be recycled to remake paper that can be used for the different purposes. We must also avoid wasting paper unnecessarily. Saving paper by this means can result in a saving not only trees but also the energy and water needed for making paper, right? And the second is a reforestation. Reforestation is a process of planting a new trees in order to replace ones that have been cut down. The planted trees should be of the same species that were cut down and should be shown at the same place from where they were felled. Reforestation may also occur naturally. If the deforested area is left undisturbed, the natural vegetation of the area may establish itself. So, we must conserve our biodiversity, right? I hope students you understand very well. Thank you.